Oh my! Are we about to start the next leg up? Bitcoin just hit a brand new all-time high of $125,000. Okay? Now, if we are beginning that next leg higher, it's still early to invest. You can still buy because altcoins are lagging behind Bitcoin. All the liquidity is flooding into Bitcoin. So let us investigate if we are starting that next leg higher. And I am extremely bullish as of right now, guys, because of certain things happening within the crypto market. So let us see what this week will bring. From Cointelegraph, it's starting off with a big bang. Justin, UK to lift crypto ETN ban for retail investors next week. Okay, I told you. We said it from the beginning of time that everything will be unbanned relating to cryptocurrencies, guys, right? If such products or services are banned within these other countries and nations, okay? And it's all beginning, which will bring upon more liquidity. The UK will lift a ban on specific crypto exchange traded products starting next week, but the regulator said its framework would need to be updated before considering ETFs, okay? Why? Because BlackRock is entering the scene, guys. Okay, so the UK watchdog will lift a ban on retail access to crypto ETNs starting on Wednesday. Look at that. They want retail to be pouring in. This is literally the exact game plan before the collapse, if you guys didn't realize, right? We're going to get every person on planet Earth to buy a little bit of crypto before the collapse occurs, which means these coins will probably head to unimaginable heights numbers, provided they are traded on so unlike exchange traded funds, which are ETFs, which are still banned in the UK for retail investors, ETNs represented debt securities tied to crypto and not backed by any underlying assets, but it's still a step in the right direction. Okay, that's what matters here, because then the ETFs will be introduced from BlackRock, such as BlackRock, the world's largest asset management company, is reportedly looking into ways to offer its iShares Bitcoin exchange traded product to prepare for retail trading on or after October 8th. Look at that. Right, so it seems like every product will be launching this month, if the SEC does give the green light here, right, for XRP ETFs and all that other ETFs, guys, in America. So excited to be able to serve more investors in our home market in Europe at long last. You guys ready? You guys ready? Seems like the market is. From Mike, I just got off a 20 call with the guy who runs the most important over-the-counter desk. He says at current pace, they'll be completely out of Bitcoin to sell within 2 hours of futures opening tomorrow, unless the price goes to 126k to 129k. His estimate, things are getting wild. Sure seems like it, guys, right? People are trying to buy not only on the open market, but literally off the open market, right? Over the counter, which doesn't really affect prices, because that's how large these buyers are for Bitcoin. So from Ash Crypto, now let us investigate. Hey, what's really going on here, right? We were like one of the first people to say that October will be green, guys. Okay, but I did mention that maybe towards the end of October we'll start to see some red. But let's figure this one out from Ash Crypto. October is just a start. Moonvember is a real game. Oh, really now, right? Supposedly, guys, it's only the beginning, right? If you look at so what is this? Average returns, okay? Then we got the months here. October, we literally seen the average returns. I'm guessing this is for Bitcoin seasonality, okay? 19%, 20% for Bitcoin, average in the month of October. But then wait, November, it's even more ballistic, 43%. Oh my! If this is truly the case, guys, you can still buy right now, right? That's what's crazy. So will this even happen is the real question. Let us investigate. Okay, I'm really excited. You guys want to know why? Because on the 5-day, guys, we're still holding below the moving average. This is a fantastic sign, and it closes in 2 days and 7 hours from now. If it closes like this, guys, right, in 2 days, which a lot can happen by then, a lot of volatility, which I have to say something that's relating to a rare occurrence here, okay, and it ties to the 4-hourly RSI chart. So wait a second before we get onto that. So if we could close below the 5-day moving average, okay, the last time this has happened, by the way, right, was basically a month ago, right? But we didn't really close below. We need to close like this. We need to have this type of candle closure, guys. Okay, that happened in August, but it was a fake out. Okay, so if we could close below this 5-day moving yellow average, on the 5-day below like this right here, right, or even below, let's just say 4.35%. If we could just close below 4.35% in the next 2 days and 7 hours, the first check mark is completed, right? It's closing below the 5-day moving average, right? Then it must hold it as resistance, and it's literally go time, because that means we're gonna head to the 6-day. The 6 days literally, from here, another 14 to 15% move for Bitcoin, which takes Bitcoin to, let's quickly calculate, about 140-ish K, guys. That could be right around the corner. Okay, but the reason we slightly did dump, right, it's not even too crazy of a dump, but I do have to mention this because it's happening right now, right? So this is we gotta hurry about this. So we seen a slight pump for this USDT dominant chart, which correlated to Bitcoin's slight dump here. Okay, why? Because supposedly Binance is dumping Bitcoin and Ethereum, and all-time has to liquidate millions in longs, right? They're playing dirty games here. So be very careful, guys, for this volatility. But here's what I had to mention, okay? The 4-hourly is something, is definitely not to be played about, because there's a triple bullish divergence on the 4-hourly from here on the RSI, from here to here to here, but the RSI is going higher and higher and higher, which means minimum, I think at some point we'll retest this level, guys, okay, which is at 4.35%, and that's the 5-day moving average. We're going to retest this level, and it must hold as resistance. Under that level, I'm extremely bullish, which says I'm extremely bullish right now. Above this level, okay, above 4.35%, extremely bearish. It's that simple. That's a line in the sand. If we're below, extreme bull. If we're above, extreme bear. Right now, we're extremely bullish, but we're gonna have a retest of this level sooner or later, by the way, and we need to hold it as resistance. Okay, so now you guys know the game plan. But my chart, by the way, was the only chart to call it. You guys want to understand? You guys know why? So watch this, guys. This is the cheat sheet chart. Come on now, right? You cannot make this stuff up. Simple as 1, 2, 3. Where were we when we last talked about this chart? This is Bitcoin's charts. Okay, Bitcoin. This is diabolical, guys. Look at this, right? I don't really remember where, because this is the one chart that I do mainly forget about. Okay, I don't know why, but this is the one chart that we have tracked, okay, over the past few months, and it has helped us to know where resistance and support levels will be. Okay, look at all these times. So guess what? We held support at, as I told everyone, at this region. Okay, which we must hold support. It's going to be the next line of defense for Bitcoin, and it was about 108, 107K. The next time I said we will hold support, guys, this is a double support region. Okay, because it was crossing this level, guys. Okay, and what did it do? Beautifully touched it, and then it skyrocketed to the next resistance level, which is right now, I'm guessing, a lot of resistance at 125K. Okay, and it's holding resistance right now. How this is literally a cheat code, guys. After 125K will be 130K resistance, and then max resistance I think will be 140K. Okay, so yeah, this is fantastic, guys. So we know what's going on here, right? Probably a small pullback will occur, but we need to hold that 5-day moving average on the USDT dominant chart as support. Okay, we need to hold that level as support, guys, and then this go time probably is gonna fly up back up. Now you know things are getting crazy when literally the mainstream news is charting Bitcoin's chart here, right? Charting Bitcoin from the Bitcoin therapist. The mainstream media is currently so bullish on Bitcoin that they're doing chart analysis live on CNBC and saying we are going to rally much higher during Q4. This cycle is unlike anything we have ever seen. Okay, so let's quickly look at this.
Take us through the price action here, because we are seeing that similar kind of consolidation breakout, but we got some kind of bottoming patterns of developing each time the consolidation happens.
That's right. So as we can tell,
so basically he's saying that, oh, interesting, we already broke out of this pattern, okay, previously, and we're holding on top of it, guys. Okay, awaiting that next like higher, seems like. But yeah, every time it does creates some type of consolidation pattern, and then it moves higher, right? Every time. The outlier is right now, but we're starting to move higher.
Here, it's a very clear bullish pattern. Now, the only difference between this one so far and the previous two, we haven't got the full extension yet. Now, there's a very important point here, is that the timing of when these breakouts occurred, which are at the very beginning stages of the fourth quarter, 2023, 2024, so we are again right now. That's because there's been positive seasonality for Bitcoin over its history, over the last 10 years of nine.
In the fourth quarter,
especially. In the fourth quarter, especially October. This is here we are now.
So they mentioned that October is when, you know, things will become chaotic, but in a good way, okay, that things will be going higher. Will it actually come into fruition? We looked at that one graph which showed that October, November is going to be ballistic. So it could be the case.
Now we know Bitcoin's already up a good amount, so I think this has ability to eventually take advantage of this and much higher.
Okay, so that's the regular gold versus the digital gold trade. Let's clear this and let's put the comparative up, because the relative price movement can tell us something about maybe future performance as well. No guarantees, of course, right? The disclaimer is always there. But what did the pattern show you? This is the course of the past kind of year or so. What are you seeing here?
That's right. As we can tell, coming into the month, it was a pretty big performance gap, almost 20%, right? So there is a tendency to have this close. Now, we've seen this before as well, where it started off very similar, and then as gold stopped, this is when Bitcoin started to rally again. And of course, by the time we got to the summer months, those percentages were now the same again, which I think has a pretty good chance of happening once more. That could even, you know, again, gold moving just sideways or lower, and Bitcoin continuing to move higher. And I think you see that into the fourth quarter, into the end of the year.
So we've combined all of those together. What we are concluding with this is, if the historical patterns have played out like they have in the past, we could see a rally for Bitcoin and a consolidation phase for regular gold.
Very well said.
Wow, so the money from gold will be transporting from gold into Bitcoin, guys, right? Because it tends to close up. There's a divergence happening from gold and Bitcoin's price, okay, or percentage-wise, which means Bitcoin needs to catch up. It's a catch-up game. I'm telling you, it's still not late to buy, but I wouldn't buy right here because there's a bunch of resistance. Wait for a pullback. Wait to confirm the 5-day as resistance. Okay, that 5-day moving average on the USDT dominant chart as resistance, and it's go time basically. Okay, so let's wait for confirmations, because then I'm gonna buy some more as well here in a few weeks, guys, because I still think it's early for starting the next leg higher. So let's wait and see, especially XRP's lagging behind, which will catch up in due time. Now, financial advice: prepare. What is this? So, face, see ya.